We have unloaded at Chicagoland for the Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series Season 13, Round 3 finale. The top 8 presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. It looks like I've got 4 out there watching. No likes as of yet, but how is everybody doing out there? We're already looking at the pre-race analytics here tonight already. A 6-mile-an-hour wind, an air temp of 75, a track temp of a scorching 119 degrees. So it looks like it's going to be a little slick out there for these guys. 134 laps here tonight, 201 miles. Age a lap here. White will be at 50, checkered at 51. Total of 4 sets of tires, 75% fuel. And pit road here at 50 miles an hour with a pace speed of 65. Checking out at the point standings coming into this afternoon here. Now, Gary Czlapinski has won the first 2 races in this round. So with the start here tonight, of course, he would be locked in to the next round, the top 4. Will we see another driver like Isaiah, Kyle, Brad, Robbie, Jason, Brandon, one of these drivers grab a win tonight, and possibly even Chris coming back and grabbing a win and pushing himself up, hopefully into the top 4, being being behind the leader, those 68 points. There is a gap though between let's see here, Brad Delta and Chris Path. So we'll see what happens here tonight. Bonus points will play into a factor, but taking a look as it stands now, like I said, Gary will start here tonight locked in with 21:01. Isaiah Sutherland in second at 20:93, 8 behind the leader. Kyle Heath in third at 20:90, 11 behind the leader and 3 behind Sutherland. Brad Delp is up a spot right now inside of the top 4 at 20:79, 22 behind the leader and 11 behind Kyle. Robbie Darnell right now on the outside looking in, up 3 spots at 20:76 in 5th, 25 behind the leader and 3 behind Brad. Jason Adams in 6th at 20:75, 26 behind the leader and 1 behind Robbie. Brandon Hartwell down 4 into 7th at 20:44, 57 behind the leader and 31 behind Adams. And Chris Path down a spot into 8th at 20:33, 68 behind the leader and 11 behind Hartwell. Chris has got a very, very long shot to make it. Is it possible? Could be, depending on if any of the drivers ahead of him get penalty points, and he can get all the bonus points and win, pole, everything. But it's not looking good for Chris at the present time. Right now here, though, in practice, Isaiah is leading the way here with a 31:021. Now, Gary Czlapinski is right behind him in second. Robbie Darnell third. Adams in that 4th position. Nice to see Gomez back out here tonight. Mr. Mark Koshik, glad to see you there, buddy. Like Philip Bridgman, we've only got 10 drivers, folks, so this is another yet small field out here at Chicagoland. We only had 9 last week. We got 10 this week, so these guys, they should go green other than the stage, but I've said it before, it is very possible that we could have 1, maybe 2 cautions aside from the stage, but we'll see what happens here tonight. Like I said, okay, now we got 11 drivers. I just seen Cameron Smith has joined in, so 11 drivers in total. Now under 3 minutes to go here, folks. We're going to step aside and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. Hang tight, folks. Qualifying will be underway when we come back.
Oh, say This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, we are back. Qualifying is underway. Waiting on times to start rolling in here. Looks like Gary Czlapinski, Isaiah Sutherland, Robbie Darnell, Philip Bridgman are on their first lap. Joshua Small is out here, so we will see exactly where everybody goes. It looks like Isaiah right now in the top spot. Robbie in second, Gary third, still waiting on others. Philip Bridgman going into third, knocking Gary back. Oh, Brendan, small field here, buddy, so I don't really expect too much. There will be some battling for sure, at the start of the race, but as these tires and stuff and fuel start to wear off, I think everybody is going to get, spread out, and we probably won't see much. Looking at Joshua Small here. Jeff Gilmore is out here on the track, or he's coming out here on the track. ATVO, doing ATVO things, but they have to reset it here real quickly. Since it's just qualifying, that's no big deal. Just a second to get everything back up and running here. Relax out there, 6 of you tuning in here tonight. Here, Tara is out there as well. Olivia probably is out there too, somewhere. She don't talk much, but I'm sure she's tuning in. See you out there, Brendan. All right, we are back up here. Let's go and get the qualifying times back up here. Isaiah is still up at the top spot. Looks like Jeff Gilmore right now in 4th. Chris Paff in 5th. Down to the last minute here in qualifying. Jason Adams, Matthew Hunsaker, Clifton Ashley, Cameron Smith, Gomez, and Kevin Roy are the drivers that have yet to come out and qualify. They may not. They may just start in the back and kind of meander around the track here and just kind of let the race come to them. $30 seconds remain. Right now, the number 1 of Isaiah is still up top. I don't think anybody else is going to come out, so let's go ahead and get Mr. Isaiah Sutherland down here real quick. Isaiah, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's going on?
Well, grabbing the pole out here tonight, buddy, Chicagoland. I think, you might be already locked in, but, this is going to be a close race for sure. With a win tonight, of course, you will be alongside Gary Czlapinski, locked into the top 4. But, you got to get through Chicagoland, Isaiah, and anything can definitely happen out here tonight, especially with the track temp. I mean, how you feeling? How comfortable are you? How's the tires holding up?
I'm feeling pretty good. The track is a very tight track tonight, so I feel comfortable on the long run. Hopefully it stays green for a while, and we can just lead this thing all night long.
Oh, yeah.
No, Gary's going to put the pressure on us tonight. He's just been so fast this season, so we're going to try to take care of these tires, but also try to keep that clean air as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely clean air. Very, very important here in Chicagoland, but we'll see. Like I said, we'll see what happens. You can't win it on the first lap, but you can definitely lose it.
That is for sure. Gotta be careful.
Yeah, gotta be careful. All righty, buddy. Well, man, good luck down there, and congratulations on the pole, man.
10-4, thank you.
Thank you. All right, well, let's get them down here on to the grid here tonight. Like everybody is pretty much gridded except for a couple of drivers here, but Isaiah Sellering grabbing the pole with a 31-150. Congratulations to Isaiah on pole. Gary Czlapinski in second, Robbie Darnell third, Chris Paff fourth, Jeff Gilmore in fifth, Phillip Bridgman in sixth, Joshua Small seventh. That is of the qualifiers. Now the non-qualifiers, iRacing has placed them like this. Cameron Smith in eighth, Matthew Hunsaker ninth, and Kevin Roy in 10th. Clifton Ashley in 11th, and Jason Adams in 12th. And Gomez, 13th, a driver here tonight. He's going to ride shotgun here this evening, folks. All right, and it looks like everybody but Cameron gridded. Gary out in chat. Braden Coos out in chat. Glad to see you both out there. Gary out there racing. Hey, Gary, pay more attention to the track than the chat here, bud. All right, here we go in the middle of 3 and 4 here tonight. Pull those belts tight one more time, folks. Race truck will dive off to the safety of pit road into the start zone here at Chicagoland. Green is out, and boogity, 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 folks. We're racing here tonight at Chicagoland. And there he goes, Gary, putting that pressure already on Isaiah. Robbie holding strong still in that third spot. But watch that 22 of Chris Paff, Phillip Bridgman. Already some battling going on back here. Isaiah, though, going to lead the first lap here tonight. Battling going on toward the back. Joshua Small, Clifton Ashley. That is a battle for 8th. Got 12 drivers that started, though. Cameron did not start. Braden going for the 78. No surprise, Gary has been on rails this season. He's one of those drivers who definitely, he is one of the favorites for sure to win the championship this season. But then you've got, like I said, you've got Isaiah. Been on his tail also throughout the season. Kyle Heath. And that is a driver we are missing here tonight. Whoa, that's definitely going to hurt Kyle. Whoa, that is not good. We are also missing Brandon Hartwell. A couple of drivers as well not in here. There is Kyle in chat. Kyle, where you at, buddy? Lap 4 already. Boy, it don't take long to get around this track, that's for sure. 14 of you tuning in and 4 lots. I know there's a lot of drivers out there tuning in. And just single file already. Really a whole lot of side-by-side, any at all out here right now. Everybody just trying to figure it all out. This is a fully fixed setup league, so everybody's on the same set. The only thing you can change is whatever the fixed setup is. That's it. Can't change none of the black boxes, tire pressure, any of that. Oh, yeah. We are definitely gonna have to do that one then if you paid your way into it. Yeah, I think I would do that one more than I would do this one. However, I'm looking at it here, Kyle, man, it's probably gonna hurt you, into the chase, going into next week. I'm sure you're probably well aware of that as well. But then again, I don't know. I don't know if there's any drop weeks or, you know, how the case may be. They're only 17 points ahead of Robbie Darnell, so we only got 12 drivers. So I mean, you might be able to still squeak in. I guess we'll see where, of course, Robbie and everybody else finishes. Yeah, definitely so. I'm not seeing a whole lot going on right now. A driver that we're really going to have to watch, though, that's not in the chase, and I've talked about him all throughout the season, is that guy right there. Miller High Life 75 machine of Jeff Gilmore. That dude has been sneaky all season long. You know, sometimes he'll start in the back, work his way to the front. He'll start mid-pack, be up in the front. Sometimes he'll start in the front and just stay up there, or maybe go through the back and go back through the field. That dude has really improved, as well as Clifton Ashley back here. Kevin Roy has really improved. A lot of these drivers has really improved throughout the season. I hope to see them back next season. I even hope to be back next season, but we'll see what happens after this season ends. The car turnout. Whoa! Philip Bridgman almost bridged it into the wall there. He got awfully close. And laps into it already, folks. Just getting started. For everybody that is just tuning in, stage will be white at 50, checkered at 51. Back to Chris here. Started in 4th and 3rd. See here, Jason Adams. All right, in between, that is Clifton Ashley and Kevin Roy. Clifton started in 11th, and he is in 7th. Not a whole lot right now going on here. I think what we're going to do here, folks, we're just going to ride along here. I think we'll start here with, who can we start here with? Maybe Philip Bridgman. Let's go ahead and ride along here a lap or two with Philip. Looks like Phillips kind of running. Well, he started in the midline and he all the way down there to the white line. Goes all the way to the outside. Right back down to the midline to the white line. All right. Back up to the top here real quick. Isaiah still leading the way. Gary really not really not putting any type of pressure right now on Isaiah, but I do know if Isaiah does make a mistake, Gary will pounce. Right now, Isaiah just doesn't want to make a mistake. Is he burning up his tires, though? That's going to be the thing. As we get closer and closer to the stage, is Isaiah going to be able to keep Gary behind him? Back to Jason Adams here, if he'll get back there. Jason and Clifton doing some battle back here for P7, so we start to heat up back here a little bit. Matthew Hunsaker in the 83 to the inside of Jason. Back at it for P7 again. Watching Matthew, he's around some traffic here. All right, going back up to Jason again. Kind of watching this because these guys have been side by side, so... All right, back to single file. Check on Chris. We got a gap here, though, between Gary and Chris at about 0.8 of a second. Right, hitting lap number 21. 30 laps to go before we get to the stage already. All right, going back to the tail end. Gomez, the inside of Joshua Small for 11th. Art started in 13th. Of course, we had only had 12 drivers start, so he is up right now in 11th. And we're just getting around Small. Oh, excuse me. Right, Hunsaker, Ashley battling once more here tonight. See here, they are coming up on the 83. There's Hunsaker. Up, back to single file. Looks like it's a little difficult to pass. Just watching here, folks. Not a whole lot really going on. You see here if I can get a flip view. Might be able to see some more. Or yeah, we're getting awfully spread out here. #24 of Jason Adams. All right, Jason mired behind Jeff. Right up ahead of Phillip and Matthew Hunsaker right behind them. So we've got 4 drivers right here together. We'll keep an eye on it. Like Hunsaker peeking to the end. Whoa, that was close. 5 in the 83, almost contacted. Both got a little squirrely out of 4. Good save by the both of them. Went high a little bit, the other went low a little bit. Gave each other enough room where they wouldn't hit each other. Hey Tara, yeah, I was a little bit late. I didn't get started until about 10 minutes of qualifying was left. I had to run to a couple towns over, but I did make it here before the race, and I did make it here before qualifying. So we did catch most of it, or all of it. Right now, just not really a whole lot at all, Tara, going on. I mean, we just don't have the field really. Few passing here and there, and that's really about it. Jeff Gilmore falling back. The 83. Of Hunsaker. Hunsaker just getting around Jeff again. He's 6. Oh, we do got a caution. Whoa, surprise. Whoa, was that Clifton? Let's find out. See what happened. Was that Clifton Ashley? Yep. Ooh. Took a sharp right turn right there into the wall. The only one that and he's still up into the wall. Yeah, that was Clifton, unfortunately. That was a good, solid 30-lap run out here tonight. See here, everybody's coming down pit road. We've already got our first victim who we're going to talk to. Don't have him up here yet, but we're going to talk to the 24 of Jason Adams. All right, don't wait till they come off pit road, and we'll grab Jason here real quick. We'll pull him down. Jason, got a copy here, buddy?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Well, that was a good, solid 30-lap run here tonight. It seems like, though, as y'all keep going, about 30 laps, seems like it's getting a little loose out there. Oh, how are you feeling? Tightness, looseness, what?
Well, in all honesty, I was actually feeling pretty good. I was telling my teammates I was catching Robbie there for a minute, and I really hated to see the caution to come out. I would have really loved to have seen the rest of the field run go out and then have to pit under green, to be honest with you. But overall, the car feels pretty good out there. I think I feel better on longer runs.
Well, could y'all have made it to the stage, or would it have been close?
Well, on my field, I had about 15 laps left.
Oh, so yeah, it'd have been pretty close.
So we're looking about probably 40 to 45 laps on fuel.
All right, all right. Well, looks like from here you guys will be able to make it to the stage. So, Jason, good luck out there. Not really a huge field out here tonight, so kind of like what it was last week.
Well, that was the stage right there, lap 31, into lap 30. That was the stage break right there.
I read 50 to 51. That's what I read. So now I'm confused.
You'll just stand by just a second, man. I'll find out for sure.
All right. Yep, I'm sitting here looking at the notes, and it says stage break at the end of lap 50. So we'll get confirmation for everybody out there here tonight. But they are going back green here, so I don't want to keep Jason any longer than I have to. All right, well, I'm not going to keep him down here. We're going to go back green here, folks, and we'll figure it out. But we are back away here tonight at Chicagoland. That is Isaiah Sutherland, Gary Czlapinski on the loud pedal up at the top here tonight. Oh, we just got a new one. Battle for the lead, Gary and Isaiah. Gary has led that lap. Gary's on the outside now. I think Gary's going to put a little bit more pressure now on Isaiah. They are battling, continue to battle here for the lead. Robbie Darnell right there on the tail of them. Gonna lead this lap. I believe Gary got that lap as well, barely. Yep, he sure did. Man, this is a good battle up front. Man, Robbie gonna make it 3 wide. Robbie's thinking about going 3 wide. Oh, he didn't. He backed off. Door to door. Isaiah and Robbie, boy, heating up here. They have been side by side since the restart. And they're still, well, I think Gary's going to be able to beat him out that time. Oh, Isaiah. Alrighty, folks, hang on a minute. Be right back.
Hey, Madlock, you got me?
Jason, I got you. I know you're out there racing. Cool. Yeah, I got you. What's up?
Hey, buddy, I just wanted to confirm with you that was the stage on lap 31.
Okay, so that was the stage. I guess the notes were put in wrong then. I mean, I've got lap 50.
Yeah, Robbie forgot he put in lap 50, so we're good. I just wanted to confirm that for you and for our listeners out there and viewers.
All right, so the stage did go to Isaiah then.
Yes, sir, that is correct.
All right, well, thank you for the confirmation, Jason, and congratulations to Isaiah Sutherland on the stage. We'll get him up here when we can. Jason, good luck, buddy.
Yes, sir, thank you. If you don't mind, can you move me back up, please, sir?
Yep, sure can. All right, well, that is Jason Adams here, folks. Hang on just a second. All right. Okay, so just a little bit of a typo there. Not a big deal. Get it figured out. Under 100 to go already, though. 8:34 Eastern, 7:34 Central. Age caution. With the caution. Guess we could call it either caution or stage caution. And I have to do this all over again. Sorry about it, folks. There's something running in the background here that's causing that. I don't see nothing. But we're going to continue to watch the battle up here with Gary and Isaiah and Robbie even. We're going to check on the field here once more and see what's going on. Right, well, we got to back up here, folks. So let's go ahead and get everything squared away here. That was the stage confirmed. Isaiah Sutherland with the stage points maximized. Gary Czlapinski now battling with Isaiah. We're going to go cockpit here and right along with Robbie. Look, right ahead, that's Robbie is right behind Gary and Isaiah. Very good battle. All right, well, let's go ahead and get out of cockpit here because we've got other drivers we got to check on. There's Chris Paff in 4th. Philip Bridgman in 5th. Jason Adams 6th. Matthew Hunsaker 7th. Gilmore in 8th. Small 9th. And Kevin Roy going to round out our top 10. Ashley in 11th. Gomez in 12th. All we got, folks. Everybody single file. Everybody a little bit spread out here a little bit. Got a couple of people peeking around one another, like Jeff Gilmore, Matthew Hunsaker back here. Out 7th and 8th position here. And you get up to Jason Adams. He's coming up on Philip Bridgman, so we could have a battle right here for the top 5 for 5th momentarily. Chris is about 1.6 seconds, 1.5 seconds back behind Robbie. And then you've got Gary, Isaiah, and Robbie. They're all right 3 here together. You can throw a blanket pretty much over these 3 drivers. $17 people out there tuning in here tonight. 6 likes. No reason we can't hit 10, 15 likes out here tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in on MaxspeedTV with the Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series. Season 13, round number 3 finale of the top 8. The top 4 will be locked in after the night. Gary is locked in already. He's the only driver technically locked in to the top 4. Like I said early on, he won both of the races here in the top 8. This is the final one of the 3rd. And he go for the sweep. If he gets the sweep, then everybody else is going to have to get in on points. Because Gary's already locked in. He's already got it secured. He could right now technically pull it down pit road, park it, call it a night. But Gary's not going to. He's going to make these other chase drivers, especially Isaiah and, well, unfortunately Kyle is not here. But Brad Delph, Robbie Darnell, Jason Adams, definitely going to make sure these drivers have to fight for that win lock-in position, because all of them have started the past 2. So we'll see what happens. We've got still a whole lot of racing left to go. And, yeah, I see, okay, fostering of a puppy. Well, we just got us a new puppy today. Just a little bit ago, actually, right before I went live. That's where I got back from. I'll have to take some pictures and send them to you. But that's really about what we got going on out here in Chicagoland, folks. I do not have I do have a crank it up cam here, but with the amount of drivers that we have and the way we're spread out, I'm not going to do it as of yet. We could go green the rest of the way. We could get green flag pit stops. I mean, we could have a spin out or a bumper hook, or Isaiah wrecking Gary. I don't know. I mean, anything is possible. I mean, some of these drivers like Robbie, and I know they're not going to wreck each other intentionally. They just don't do that. But if they are in a position to do a bump and run type of deal, I would not put it past any of these drivers to do maybe a bump to get somebody a little loose, to maybe get around them. It could happen later on in the race. I'm not saying it won't, but it could. And they're winding down this race, though, folks. Wow. Yeah, it don't take long, especially when the races go green. But how is everybody out there doing? We'll go ahead and kind of get with chit-chat with chat here. Kind of see how everybody's doing here tonight on a Sunday. You can go ahead and kind of mention the weather here coming up. I know it's about to get cold in some places. About to get cold down here in where I live in Arkansas. We've got a potential for an ice situation. I wouldn't necessarily call it an ice storm. But, I mean, we could get some ice. Gomez down pit road. That is unusual. Let's see here. Hopefully Gomez, I'm gonna go ahead and maybe take some tires. Left side. Ooh, left side's going on. Wow. 2 tire stop for Gomez. Whoa. That is definitely unusual. But maybe these drivers know something that I don't. Was that a bad move on Gomez's part? Now, that did put him a lap down. Did he forget to check right sides, or is that the move he wanted to do? They only get a total of 4 sets, so, and he technically didn't use a set. He used a left side set, so I don't know how that works. Maybe left sides are burning up. Oh, no. Yeah, Braden, I got that. I seen your message earlier. I got it. Said you was going to go for Gary, so. You know, I would love to see Robbie snag one here. I'd like to see Chris snag one after, I believe, missing last week. I believe that was. Wasn't that right, Tara? He missed last week? Or was that... that Brad? Oh, that was Chris. Chris missed last week, correct? I'd like to see Chris snag one here. Oh, anything can happen, you know. Oh, we got a battle back here though. Hunsaker and Bridgman. Oh, and Hunsaker and Bridgman right behind him. That's 75 laps still yet to go. There's a lot of drivers out here that I'd like to see snag one, you know, and I know I'm trying to be unbiased, you know. I do have my favorites, of course, but you know, I love seeing the upsets. I think that's one of my favorite things about iRacing. You just don't know who's going to grab the win. I got your message, Terry. Hey, that kind of looks like the one we got. I'll send you a picture here. Can't do it right now, but I'll definitely send you one. But that kind of looks like the one we got. Ours is all brown as well. Oh, that's kind of strange, to be honest. Gary leading the way. Isaiah about a half a second, 6/10 back. Chris 1.3 back behind Isaiah. Robbie about a 4/10, half a second back behind Chris. Jason Adams at about 4.2 seconds back. Jeff Gilmore at about 1.4. Yeah, everybody kind of spread out right now, but you know what? The only driver that is pitted on this cycle has been Gomez in that 33 machine. Okay, I'll look at it here in just a little bit. I've seen the first pick, but I'll look at it here in just a little bit, probably after the race. I don't want to, you know, I love animals, I love dogs, so, you know, you get me talking about dogs, and not much of a cat person, but I do have a cat, and I've kind of fallen in love with him. His name's JJ. He's a flame-tail, or flame-tipped calico, Chinese. He's white with like red, like it looks like flames is what it does. He's a rare cat. I did find that out. Ooh, Gary. Oh no, Jeff Gilmore. Whoa, Jeff, you pulled it behind the wall. I gotta find out why Jeff Gilmore pulled this car behind the wall here. Now that's just going to put us at 11 on the track. What happened to Gilmore here? Looks like he just pulled it down pit road and said enough's enough. Yep. It looks like, well, he sped down pit road, so I think he already had it in mind that he was going to do it, so it really didn't matter. And, yep, he gone. Goes it to pit road and in his pit box, and he left. So, man. Right now, Chris still up a spot where he started in 4th and 3rd. This would definitely be a decent points night for him due to the fact that, like I said, we've got a really small field. Now, is it going to be enough, though, you know, to propel him into the top 4? Brandon Hartwell is not here, so let's go ahead and bring it up here, folks, for everybody. We're green, why not? So take a look at it for everybody that missed it. Gary with his start tonight, locked in, done. He's in the top 4. He's going to battle for the championship. Isaiah, I wouldn't say mathematically locked in. Now with the car count and everything going on, he's probably good to go. Where it really comes into, you know, okay, who's in, who's out, where is it gonna, you know, where is this mix-up gonna happen? I believe it's gonna start with our friend Kyle Heath here, 3rd on back. You know, Kyle missing out here tonight. Brad Delf is here, I do believe. No, Brad is not here, so that may help Kyle in a sense, but Robbie Darnell is here. And you do have Robbie Darnell right now running in that 4th position right behind Chris. So then we're still early, folks. So I'm just kind of giving everybody an idea of where we stand. I mean, it could still put Kyle in the top 4, maybe in 4th, but I don't know. Brad, I mean, this is gonna be crazy the way this is happening. Then you've got Jason Adams as well in the mix. Jason running right now in 5th. Of course, Brandon, like I said, not here. Then you've got Chris Pack, and we are on Chris, and he's running in 3rd. So, man, this is gonna definitely be a game changer for sure. Oh, with the rate things are going, we will be done before. Coming upon 8 o'clock my time, 9 o'clock Eastern. So we'll be done by 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. Or close to it. I think these guys are going to stay green, though. Everybody anywhere between 0.3 of a second behind one another, all the way up to almost 6 seconds, 20 seconds. Matthew Hunsaker did come down pit road. Oh, Matthew getting loose there. That is Matthew, right? Yep, Matthew got loose there. So Matthew did come down pit road. Matthew got loose, but there is no caution. I'm on Matthew right now again. Oh, wow. Okay, so, apparently I was on replay there. We're back up live. Chris, 3rd. Robbie, 4th. Adams, 5th. So I had the timing right. Back on Hunsaker, back up live. Looks like he is okay. And we've got Ashley Roy down pit road. Looks like these two guys are teammates. Running the same paint. The only difference, their numbers. That's it. You got the 12 and the 10 right here. Well, is off and away. 10 is now off and away. Getting 23.6 second stop by Clifton. Yeah. All right, Gary, Isaiah now about a second now behind him. Oh, Gary's getting a lot of airtime. I think I've went through the field here about a dozen times already. Robbie. Clifton Ashley is going to get around Robbie. Robbie not going to fight him. Robbie is definitely going to have to pit. And speaking of pitting, here he comes. Locks it down. Good job by Robbie. And Chris is down pit road. Jason is down pit road. Here we go. Green flag pit stops, folks. Now, they are going to be on cold tires once they do come back out. That is dangerous. Here comes Gary down pit road. No surprise, Isaiah going to follow right behind him. And, oh, no, Gary. Mistakes on pit road here by Gary Czlapinski. Oh, I'm sure Gary right now is slapping himself here tonight. What actually happened to Gary here? Oh, golly. We will go around one more time and find out. Yeah, wow. And I didn't talk really much about pit road and mistakes on pit road, stuff like that, but we seen it. I mean, the 78, even the best of them. Gary, one heck of a driver. You want to learn how to race, this is probably one of the guys that, you know, I would want to be top by. Yeah, it looks like he just come in too hot. He's loose. He's losing it. He's on the grass, and he just shot right to the left. And you see Isaiah just mosey on by like nothing ever happened. Oh, my gosh. Gary did finish his pit stop, but, oh, man, Small. He is on pit road here in his pit box. Going back up to the front, Isaiah back up front. He's led 36 laps. Gary has led 43. So, hey, it could come down also to who's going to lead the most laps here tonight as well, folks. So we could not only got a battle for the win, possibly a battle for the most laps led here too. Oh, Isaiah got really close to that wall. Man. Take a right front. Find it. Right front suspension on Isaiah here, folks. And we'll just show everybody how close he gets. I mean, kind of get the camera here close as I can, and you know, we'll watch it. We'll just see how close. Well, he didn't get as close as that time, but we'll watch going into turn 1 here. I mean, yeah, I mean that's close, very close. Golly, makes me nervous. Chris Paff, P2. Robbie, P3. Gary, P4. He's going to have to work himself back up to the front. Would say Workman himself, but Workman ain't here. Everybody that watches me knows Zachary Workman. A little joke that I pull on Zachary, and then Gary Czlapinski. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's never actually corrected me or anything, so I think he just gets a crack out of every time I say slapping the wall or Czlapinski the wall or slapped himself in whatever position. But he slapped himself right now back into 4th after you know, making a mistake on pit road. So he's definitely got something going on. I don't know. I do not know. But everybody has made their pit stops. It's going to be close on a few, I'm sure, for fuel. All right. Jason Adams, Matthew Hunsaker, they're doing battling back here. That is for P5. 87 of 134 here tonight. Like about, if they can stay green, it'll be about 25 minutes left. Well, yeah, I mean, we're still looking at about 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern, roughly, right before that. 5 minutes till the 30 mark. Way they're running. Thing about ATVO here, folks, is not a lot of people know this, so a little bit of inside information, as I always do. This is the way, of course, that I, you know, switch drivers. As you can see, I can just go on to anybody I want to. Of course, I can always look at the stints and all that, where they're at, and, you know, I don't want to go too far into that because I'm sure there's drivers out here paying attention, so I don't want to really get too much detail. But right here, you do see the time, 24 minutes. That's race, 24 minutes. That is what... That's the time that they can finish it in. There is more time left if needed, but if they stay green, it'll take roughly 24 minutes for them to finish this race. That is what that time right there in my cursor, what that is. So I can always tell, you know, well, you know, when they can finish under green flag conditions. Now, cautions, of course, cautions come out, then that time just keeps getting kind of reset a little bit, more times added on to it. And once it stops adding on time, then that's it. That's what they have to finish. So if it adds on, say, 5 minutes, and then another 5 minutes after another caution, and then it stops, well, whatever time is up there, that's it. That's how much time's left. I have figured that out. All right, well, Isaiah is still up front. Chris Paff there in P2. Man, good run by Chris. Good qualifying there, too, in 4th. Robbie Darnell started in third in the Hillsboro 44. Gary Czlapinski trying to get back up there. And Jason Adams right now, P5. I'm just checking the drivers and where they're at here. We've got 8 drivers on the lead lap. We've got 2 drivers a lap down. Clifton Ashley, Joshua Small. Gomez, Mark Koshik is 2 laps down, and he is just coming back off of pit road after another stop. 12.4 seconds. This is probably going to be his last stop. Gomez doing a little bit of strategy out there. Philip Bridgman. Oh, Hunsaker down pit road. Okay, so Hunsaker's decided, all right, well, no, I can make it from here. I'll just come down pit road. It looks like oh, nope, he's done. He's pulling it behind the wall. Wow. Man, oh man, that is going to put us, 10 drivers left on the racing surface. 7 drivers on the lead lap. Kevin Roy is the last driver on the lead lap. Now Isaiah, I believe, is coming up on him here. Let me see. There is Kevin. Kevin is going to be down into turn number 3. And there is Isaiah also down into turn number 3. So, yeah. Man, why do they keep taking it behind the wall? Don't understand it. Understand it. Well, I do know, I do think that Isaiah, Chris, Robbie, let's see here, and I'll get the math here in just a moment. Go and take a look here. Got 37 laps to go. We'll call it 36 to go here. 36 to go. They've been out here roughly. I'm gonna go with that one. So yeah, I know 56 laps. No, they're gonna have to come down pit road. Now Mark though will be able to make it. More than likely. I don't know even if Small can make it here. So 36 again. And out here 17. That's going to put him at about 53. Yeah, I think Small. The only person I think that can make it right now on fuel is Gomez. But he's 2 laps down, and does he have a shot? Yeah, he's got a shot for sure. Now, we've already seen mistakes made on pit road. I'm not going to say who it was, number 78, but, I mean, it can happen. Yes, this is something. I don't like bringing it up, but, I'm sure there are people or drivers for Sim Racing Unleashed. I'm sure that some of the drivers are, watching the playoffs for the NFL. I'm sure that's what's probably going on. Or, traveling, or, some maybe even working. I don't know, why the fall off, is so sharp, but yeah, I mean, we had 9 last week. We started, or in the lobby, we had 13, and we started with 12, and we're down to 10. Yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on. I know Kevin Roy did go a lap down, and he is the first driver a lap down. So if we do get a mysterious caution out here, water bottle or debris on the track, or an admin hitting the wrong button or whatever. Well, Kevin, he just got loose there. So, I mean, we could have a spin out here. It could happen, if Kevin spins out and he causes the caution, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, folks, I hope he don't. But if the first driver a lap down causes the caution, they do not get the lucky dog. It goes to the next driver. In this case, it would be, let's say Kevin so happens to spin it. Hope, God forbid he does. Then it would go to Clifton Ashley, and I'm assuming that's a teammate because, same car, same car, same paint, very identical. It would go to Clifton. If Clifton is involved in a spin with Kevin, then it would go to the next driver. In this case, it would be the 28 of Joshua Small, who is 1 lap down. And for some oddball, mysterious way, let's say Kevin, Clifton, and Joshua was all involved in one, then it would go to Mark. It would get one of his 2 laps back. Now, if Kevin, Clifton, Joshua, Mark is all involved in a wreck, I don't know exactly how that works. You can add Phillip into this too, because now Phillip is a lap down. First one a lap down. I don't know how it works. If every lap driver is involved in a wreck, I don't know how. I don't know if it's given to anybody. I don't know. That's something I'm gonna have to ask. I guess somebody more familiar with iRacing cautions. Really, I don't know who that would be. All I know is Isaiah's led 62 laps here tonight. Gary Czlapinski has led 43. Right now, Isaiah Sutherland has the most laps led, and he's going to hit the stripe here and lead 63 laps here tonight for the Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series Season 13, Round 3 finale of the Top 8 here, Chicagoland, presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. Myself, Joshua Medlock, calling the mic here tonight. Sorry about the confusion on the stage. We'll blame that on that man right there, Robbie Darnell. If we get a chance to talk to him here tonight on podium, we'll definitely bring that up because he's the one that typed that up. So, and I'm sure he's listening in. He put stage break at the end of lap 50 to 51, so white at 50, checkered at 51, and, well, that wasn't the case. So, we'll just blame that on Robbie. And here comes Isaiah. He will be able to make it to the end here. I'm sure Chris is going to follow. Robbie, likewise, is going to follow. Gary is going to follow. Oh, no! Oh, no! No, golly, folks. Oh, no, again, and this time, another driver was involved in this. And that is Robbie Darnell. That is the guy who runs the Cup Series. Oh, no. So you see Robbie coming down pit road. You see Gary, C44 getting slowed down. Gary is going all over the place here. And he's inside the line, but the 44's right there. Oh, no. 44.78. Oh, golly. I'm sure the 44... Let's see here. Robbie Darnell backs it up. Boy, he slams into that inside pit wall. None too happy right now. I'm sure Gary is none too happy either with himself. But I'm not them. I don't know what's going on. All I know is what I see here, folks. Robbie down into his pit box. Oh, golly. Gary into his pit box here tonight. And we're back up live. Gary is back out on track. So is Robbie. Oh, man. Jason Adams is on pit road. Isaiah is our leader again. Yeah, Terry, I'm thinking the same thing. What in the world? Maybe I should trademark that. You know, what in the world? WITW. What in the world? Golly, that is the second time Gary has made a mistake on pit road. First time he was alone. Second time, unfortunately, involved the 44 of Robbie. Oh golly, I'm at a loss for words on that one because I don't know. That's unlike Gary to make two mistakes coming down pit road. He knows he has nothing to lose. He's already locked in, so I don't know what's going through Gary's mind. Maybe I don't know. I really don't. I really don't. I'm confused. I really am. And as a broadcaster, we can be confused because we just don't know. I mean, we get to know these drivers, yes, but, you know, we don't know what they're thinking when it's race time or, you know, when we're green. little zip mouth there, emoji that I see you put down there. And Isaiah gonna hit the stripe here tonight, folks. Guess what time it is? 20 to go here tonight at Chicagoland. It'd be done in about 10 minutes if we can stay green and if Gary can stop making mistakes. Yeah, I'm just waiting now for him to make a mistake on the track, unfortunately. Made two on pit road, so sorry, Gary. I've got to pick on you, man, because it's unlike you to do that. It really is. There is some gaps here, and let's go ahead and talk about it. Now, Isaiah has got a 2.3 second gap over Chris P2. Chris has got a 15.5 second gap and climbing over Joshua Small, P3. That's podium right there. If the race would end here in about a lap. Robbie Darnell, who unfortunately was involved in that incident with Gary on pit road. Now he is coming. He's right there with Small. So Robbie now battling for that podium spot with Small. Small is not going to fight him. He's just going to let Robbie go by and say, all right, well, you're faster than me. I'm just going to let you go and let you do your thing. So right now, Robbie P3, Small P4. Adams is about 7/10 of a second, roughly. And Adams is coming up on Joshua here as we see. I believe Jason, Jason is going to get around Small here. So Jason right now P4, Small P5. And Gary 1.4 seconds behind Small. That is the last of the lead lap cars. Philip Bridgman a lap down here in 7th. Kevin Roy a lap down in 8th. Clifton Ashley a lap down in 9th. And Gomez, Mark Koshik here 3 laps down in. Well, guaranteed a top 10 here for Mark, regardless of what happens. Oh, Gary is going to get around Small. Oh, okay. So Small was out there on 38 laps. 38 laps. So he definitely needed to come down pit road. He got 8 up. Now is going to be the thing. Can Joshua get back out there on the track quickly without losing too much time and laps? Man, 15 to go. I don't think Small has enough laps to do it here. $14 to go here at the stripe with Isaiah 75 under his belt. Started on pole, won the stage, apparently, and is in first. Make it 76. I think at this point, I say no matter what, he'll grab the most laps led. Yeah, Gary cannot, even if Gary comes back up to the front, Gary is not going to be able to beat that. That would only put him at 56, so yeah, he wouldn't be able to beat it. But I'll say it's not going to give up. 12 to go here, folks. $15 of you still tuning in here tonight. 9 likes here, folks. Can we get 6 more likes? 1 more like? 10 to 15 likes is what we're shooting for. Do appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I think Chris. Ooh, we got a battle back here between Robbie and Jason now. Now, that is for podium. Whoa! Man, Robbie just not having a very good day, man. He got punched on pit road. Now we got a battle back here between Robbie and Jason for podium, potentially. Oh, man, let's look at what we've got on lap difference. It's about 2 laps. I don't think 2 laps is enough to be concerned. But then again, I could be wrong. Did Robbie burn his stuff up there? Did Jason save a little bit? Maybe a lap or 2, aside from his pit stop here. I don't know. I really don't. But right now we got Jason right now in P3, last podium spot. I think Isaiah right now, if he can just hold on for 9 more laps, this win here tonight, if he can get it, of course he'll be locked in. That'll put Gary and Isaiah in, and then we'll have to figure out what happens on points after that. And of course, I'll get with I'll send Robbie a message after the race out here tonight, see if we can get those points updated before we end the broadcast. I would love to see who is in it. Gary trying to get back up to Robbie, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I mean, he's closing time. 3.4 losing time, and then he gains a few seconds, loses a few seconds. I just don't think there's enough time for Gary to get back up to Robbie. And I just cannot believe what happened to Gary here tonight. I mean, a driver that has won 2 races in, this round, he had nothing to lose. He's already locked in. I mean, yeah, he's going for the win, too. I understand that. But you start, and you're in. I mean, Gary, I don't get it, buddy. I really don't. That's unlike you, though, to make those mistakes, man. It really is. Watched you guys for so long, broadcasted you guys for so long. My mind is, whew, my mind's blown, really. Hey, bud. Well, my brother out there, Jeremy Medlock, and I'm sure my mom out there is listening too. So, hi, Mom. Five to go. make it 3 to go. Think the way we stand right now, top 5, I think that's the way we are going to end it. However, Robbie is still 7/10 behind Jason. And now it's 8/10 and dropping or extending 8, 9/10. It's still going up. I just don't think got enough time to get up there. 2 to go here tonight. This time by, folks. White flag in the air. 1 to go for Isaiah Sutherland here tonight. Isaiah is going to get his win and his lock-in here tonight. No doubt about it. In that Sutherland Used Cars #1 machine. And I'm sure he is happy about that. He don't have to worry about points or anything. All he has got to do is cross the stripe, the middle of 3 and 4, and out of turn 4 he goes through this tri-oval, D-shaped oval across the stripe. Isaiah wins it here tonight. Chris Paff P2, Adams P3. That is our podium. Bobby Darnell P4 and Gary Czlapinski. Let's see here. We got to wait for them to cross. Jason, officially P3, Robbie P4, and Gary P5. Of course, our podium here tonight, Isaiah, Chris, and Jason. Hang on, folks. We'll get the top 3 up here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show. You don't want to miss this one. This one's going to be very, very interesting. Hang tight. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, we have caught up with our top 4 here tonight, really. We'll start here with the top 3, though, and let's go ahead and get our winner out here tonight, the Sutherland Used Cars machine of Isaiah Sutherland. Well, with this win, buddy, you don't have to even worry about points now. So, awesome job on that and on the win, but man, green flag pit stops, crazy race, man. Talk about it, buddy.
Yeah, awesome race. I was a little worried about it. Chicagoland is a tight track, and I'm not a fan of tight tracks. That turn 2 was a little intimidating. But qualified good, and during the race felt really good. Me and Gary were pretty equal there. And I think the first stage was supposed to be lap 50 or 60, but for some reason we raced to lap 30 for the first stage.
Yeah, and I was confused on that. That's kind of one reason I wanted to interview Robbie, because, you know, I'm reading the notes and it said at the end of lap 50 to 51. So, and, you know, I was a little confused on that.
Yeah, it could have been miscommunication and whatnot, but hey, that turned out to be the stage. So
Yep.
that we ran to, and I felt like the longer the run, the more comfortable I got in the lead. Um, Stage ended, we go in and get tires, and I totally forgot that we could select lanes on the restarts, and I stayed on the bottom, but the high side was where you wanted to be to carry that speed. So Gary got the lead there after those 30 laps after that restart, and I now understand whoever has the lead is guaranteed to lead a good amount of laps.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That dirty air, man. I mean, it was just so bad. Like I could physically see what Gary was talking about. Like, hey, man, like there's no way I can pass you because I tried my hardest. I think we were side by side for 4 straight laps, and
I think it was more than that, but yeah, I get. Well, yeah, yeah, it was crazy.
yeah, it was crazy trying to hold that bottom, and I kept getting good runs and trying to side draft them. And well, we blew our tires off doing that, of course. But hey, we won a race, and it's pretty fun. And held back for a couple laps, and then went back up there and got side by side again, and then just could not complete the pass. So, you know, it would have been a good finish between. I feel like between me, Gary, and Chris and Jason. I mean, it probably would have been a lot closer, especially between me and Gary, because we were pretty equal the entire night. But he just made a mistake on pit road, and I took advantage of that and was just able to drive it home.
Well, I think he made more than one mistake, and oh man, it was. It's unlike Gary to make mistakes on pit road, and he made a couple. So,
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I tell you, it's end of the season, and that stuff just
yeah.
plays in the back of your head. I did the same thing at Indy last week.
But here's the
There's
thing,
about
Isaiah. He had nothing to lose. He had already won,
exactly.
2 races here. I mean, all he had to do was start and park out here tonight. So, that's kind of mind-boggling. Okay, why is Gary doing all this? I mean,
Well,
I'm being
it's
honest
simple.
as a broadcaster. I just don't understand it.
Well, we're crazy in life. We hey, championship is awesome, but honestly, we just want to win. I mean, that's the only thing we want to do. I mean, there's about 3 races I've thrown away this season I could have won, spinning out in front of everybody at Atlanta on the restart, messing up the pits at Michigan, and then messing up the pits at Indy. So, I mean, that stuff just plays in your head, and you want to win, and you want to try to enter the pits as fast as you can.
Yeah.
And sometimes you do that, and it messes up. And I think Gary just locked up his brakes a little bit because he was speeding.
Oh.
And I've been there and
Oh.
I've done that, So thankfully this week I wasn't on the good end of it, and it worked
Yeah, yeah.
out.
Yeah, you were on the good end of the stick on this one. It was an amazing race. Yeah, we got separated. We got some green flag runs, pit stops, green flag pit stop. We had it all out here tonight. And we didn't have 3 wide, but, short field, I mean, you're not going to get that. You're going to get spread out. But, hey, awesome race out here tonight by you guys. We got one more race, buddy, and you're locked into it in the top 4 championship round, buddy. Homestead, 150 laps. Now, that is going to be a long race. 150 laps at Homestead. Good Lord.
Homestead's a tough one. I don't think anybody here has it locked down. Homestead's a fun track, but let me tell you, it gets tight sometimes. It gets real loose. You never know what it's going to do at Homestead. I'm nervous going into it. I won the championship last year. I'd love to repeat. That'd be so cool to go back and back. But
Yep.
you
Yep.
never know. You never know with that track. And Gary, like I said, has been on a row. So
Yep.
we're gonna go out there, see what we have, and just give it our absolute best and no mistakes.
I mean, it's going to be a great with you and Gary. I don't know exactly who's going to be else is going to be in there, but with you and Gary, it's going to be a dogfight. So let's just see who else makes it. But with you and Gary, if you guys are side by side out of 4 coming to the stripe at Homestead for the championship, I would expect door to door, bumping, banging, getting somebody. I mean, I think you guys would do that.
Oh yeah, definitely for a win, you do anything. I mean, you think about last season, the championship race. Kyle was able to run me down there with last lap, and
Yep.
he got to my outside, and he had to run. But look, I mean, I don't care who you are, love him to death, great teammate, but I'm going to race you hard. So I had to bump him,
Yep.
had to door him a little bit, and he did the same thing and just won the drag race. So I mean, if I don't care who you are in front of me, I'm going to do whatever I can to win.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, well, the Southern and Used Cars #1 machine here tonight, locking himself into the top 4 next week at Homestead. Bud, get prepared. Awesome win out here tonight. Don't have to worry about it on points. And now, any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before we go celebrate and get ready for, of course, Homestead?
Yeah, man. First and foremost, Dave Bush. Hope he's able to watch this race. And
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're all still thinking about that dude. I mean, he's part of the family, man. I hope
only
he's
reason why I'm
okay.
here is because of Mr. Dave Bush, and just shout out to him. He's the one that found me and got me in this league. So anything that I do is going to go towards him the rest of the season. So shout out to you, Dave Bush. You're an awesome guy. Mom and Dad watching the race. Got some buddies watching the race. Aiden, I know that's Kyle. He's a nephew, my teammate. Shout out to you, buddy. All my buddies at teammates at BFR Motorsports. You guys are awesome. Everyone in this league. We always put on a good show, and it's some very competitive racing. Sutherland Used Cars. Look them up on Facebook. They're located in Northwest Tennessee, Union City, Tennessee. The used car dealership. You can see what they have on Facebook. There's also some contact information. And then Virtual Academy is on my car. You can sign up for police training for retired or active duty officers at subscriptions.virtualacademy.com/sign up. And of course, Medlock, you always do a wonderful job up in the booth with MaxspeedTV and all the fans watching.
I do appreciate that. Now, I do have a question about that virtual academy thing. Is it only for retired and active policemen, or can anybody sign up?
If you're with a department of any kind, so it's got to be EMS, dispatching, or police officer,
Oh, okay.
or you can be retired.
Okay, so not anybody can just sign up. You have to be a part of a department.
Yes, sir, or previously.
Okay, nice. Well, that's just that's my only question, man. So Virtual Academy, Sutherland Used Cars won. Isaiah Seller, man, go celebrate your win. We'll see you next week, buddy.
Thank you. We'll catch you later.
Yep, thank you, bud. All right, well, that is going to bring us down here to RP2, Chris Path in that number 22 machine. Let's get down here to Chris, drag him up here, Chris, man. I know you missed last week, buddy. Awesome finish. I don't know if this is going to be enough to propel you into the top 4. However, that Bane 22 machine, you were fast here tonight. We seen it early on. Man, talk about the race out here tonight at Chicagoland, bud.
Yeah, the Bang Energy Camaro was really good. I wasn't as good as I wanted to be. Isaiah and Gary definitely were class of the field, just steadily driving away from me there, but it was good, man. I like this track. I tried to put in some time yesterday with some practice, and it showed up.
Oh, yeah, you definitely showed up. Now, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Now, I know if you're in the top 4, you're definitely going to be here, but if you miss the top 4, are you still going to be here for next week at Homestead?
Yeah, I love Homestead. That's a good track. I will definitely, regardless if I'm top 4 or not, I'll be here for Homestead.
All right. Well, we could talk about Homestead here all night long, but how was your race? How did you overcome the tire issues here tonight? Because I know you guys had some problems.
Yeah, apparently we found out that Robbie made a mistake on the stage, and we did our stage a little early there, but I didn't really mind that. Running long on green flag runs and making green flag pit stops is pretty much in my wheelhouse. I like strategy. I like when it plays out that way. The tires, I mean, it wasn't. I just fought it being tight, man. When you get behind somebody, it's real aero tight. Starts plowing. It's hard to get that momentum and keep it when you start getting tight like that off the corners.
All righty, buddy. Well, we got Homestead, like I said, coming up next week, man. We're done with Chicagoland. You like Homestead? You've already said it. Bang 22 out here tonight. P2. Awesome run out here, bud. I mean, awesome run, awesome finish. Final thought, shout out, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate P2.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shout out everybody that has got me into this. Dave Bush, prayers with him. I hope
Yes.
everything's going
Yes.
okay and gets better. I hope he checked it out. Everybody's in this league, man. Isaiah, Robbie, all the other drivers, all the admins. I mean, this is probably the only league that I'll ever race. I don't have any, reason to go anywhere else, and this is where I want to be at. And I appreciate the wife allowing me to do this on the weekends and be a big kid and sit in here and live out a wannabe dream. And I appreciate my teammate and everything that he does and helping me out and giving me feedback and criticism when I need it and giving me the kick in the butt, you know?
Oh yeah, definitely so. I mean, you've gotta have somebody to support you and somebody that kicks you in the butt when you do wrong. You know, you gotta have both.
Yep. Even if you ain't doing wrong, you just need that criticism, you know? Makes you want to do
Exactly.
better.
Yep. And of course, Tara in chat as always, being an awesome moderator like Brennan Kennedy. Love to see it. Chris, awesome job out here tonight, bud. I guess we will see you next week at Homestead, man.
Yep. Next week at Homestead. Thanks, Josh.
Yeah,
And everything you do up there, man.
Yeah, thank you, bud. All right, well, that is going to bring us down here to our P3 here tonight, Jason Adams. Now, before we get to certain things here tonight, Jason, let's talk about the race tonight here tonight, buddy. I mean, it was a crazy race, separation, cautions, stage issues because of Robbie's mistake. Yeah, I'm blaming it on Robbie. Jason, man, talk about it.
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't let that go over too well with Robbie and give him heck about it. But over and all, great race. Top 5 car pretty much all night long. I know some drivers had some mishaps on pit road. One was the leader, Gary. Kind of feel bad for him because he was up there leading the race. And then later on, we had another stop. Him and Robbie got into it. Entering pit roads, Gary just couldn't woe it down quick enough. But yeah, overall, great night. I do believe that I will be proceeding on to the top 4 in the championship, moving into Homestead. Uh, there on that last pit stop, I decided to go 2 more laps extra. I was like, is it really going to hurt me or is it going to help me? So I just took that chance and went out on a limb. I had 2 laps fresher tires and Robbie run him down there at the end. So the DuPont Chevrolet think did a pretty good job tonight. Finished top 3.
Oh, I'm kind of looking at it here. I don't know if it's official yet, but I'm looking at the point standings, but I can't be official until everything is done. But I am seeing that you are actually tied with Robbie for 3rd, so Robbie would be 4th, and I mean, looking at it here, yeah, you would be in the top 4, but I've gotta get everything, direct from, I gotta know who makes it in. That's kind of one reason why I pulled Robbie down here, is to get everything solidified going into next week, because we got fans out there. They want to know. I mean, we got 12 still watching right now, wanting to know who makes it. So, talk about really real quick, as Robbie is still doing his thing. Green flag pit stops, I mean, those can make it or break it, and we kind of seen it with Gary. Even though he's technically locked in, Gary, those mistakes by a veteran driver, I mean, it can make it or break it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Going into next week, especially going into this championship race, the last race of the season, small mistakes like that can break you really quick and get you behind and can make you lose the championship quick. So that's just something the drivers are going to have to watch out for. And I do recall Gary coming across the radio and saying, I went out and I practiced this week, but I think I needed to practice pitting a little bit more. So that's just a mistake on his part that hopefully next week he can get out there and all of us can get out there
Oh yeah.
and do that and get some practice in.
Oh yeah, Homestead is not going to be easy. I mean, Homestead is even rough for, the real NASCAR drivers. Homestead is that track. You got to race the track. You can't race the other drivers. You got to race the track. So talk about Homestead next week, final race, championship race. What do you have to do?
Keep it clean, keep it out of trouble, and hope to be there at the end.
All righty, buddy.
You,
Well, go ahead.
you know who to finish in front of. So that's going to be, you know, where it's going to be. You've got to finish in front of the top 3. If you're setting fourth, you got to finish in the top, top spot.
All righty, buddy. We'll let you get back to it, man. Awesome job, man. Final thought, shout out, things you want to give before you go celebrate?
Yes, sir. I'd like to give a shout out to my wife, my kids, allowing me to do this each and every Sunday night. My teammates, Isaiah, Robbie, Kyle, Hartwell. Hated to see Kyle didn't make it out tonight. Missed Hartwell being out, but congratulations on Isaiah for that win tonight. And I'm glad to see 3 BF cars racing for the championship next week.
All righty, buddy. We'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
Yep. All right. Well, that is going to bring us down here to our P4 here tonight. Robbie Darnell, the Hillsboro 44 machine. Robbie, I got to say, sure field out here tonight, but it was an amazing race, man. How you feeling?
I feel great. It was a good race. Made a little boo-boo there on the thing, but I think it actually made the racing a little better. A little more strategy involved. Like when me and Gary were coming in the pits at the same time, and he got in a little hot. That's part of the strategy of it. Is stuff like that can happen, and ended up pulling out a 4th place finish out of it. So I'm happy with that.
Well, I am looking at the point standings. Are they updated in full, or you got to make?
Yes.
Okay, so they're
done.
Okay, so they are done. So it looks like Gary, Isaiah, Jason, and yourself are going to be in the top 4 officially. But Robbie, I mean, I'm not going to live it down, Robbie, because you said lap 50 on the stage, and that's what got me confused.
Well, that happens, but like I said, it made the racing better. I think.
Oh yeah, it did.
The long run was more important, and sometimes we can. What as Bob Ross said, made a happy little mistake.
Happy little mistake. Yep.
So you can beat the dead horse if you want, but I'm good with it.
Oh, I'm just giving you a hard time, but
I know, buddy. I'm messing with you.
Yeah, awesome job out here. I mean, going into now, I mean, you made it into the top 4. You got Gary and Isaiah, and they have been on rails here and battling out throughout the season. Gary has been the show. Isaiah has been battling him. You've got Jason, who, I mean, he's a sneaky guy, and you kind of snuck your way into it, some races as well. I mean, you got 4 drivers now that are going for a championship at a track that a lot of people don't know how to drive. How do you feel about Homestead?
I love Homestead. Especially if I can get the car to be loose. Seems like you can have a lot of speed if you have the rear end out to the right a little bit, and if that's possible, then I feel pretty good. I'm not saying I'm going to be the fastest guy out there, but I'm definitely going to try my best to be.
Well, I mean that's what you got to do. I mean, we don't know. I mean, low car counts, Robbie, and I'm sure you're kind of upset about it. We won't get into that right now, but we'll see what happens at Homestead, man. Awesome job getting into the final 4. That's all that matters. You made your way this far. Can you grab that championship?
It's anybody's race next week. Like I said, with what happened tonight with Gary coming in the pits a little hot, and us getting together, that can happen to anyone, and whoever the point leader is, or whoever finished highest, we don't have to win, just have to finish the highest out of everyone else, and stuff like that can happen, and or it might be one of those rare nights where I'm just fast, and I have no idea, but I'm going to try my best to be. I couldn't be more proud of the guys that I'm going to go into this Final 4 with. I mean, these are some great guys to race with, and the low car count thing, that's part of it. There's a lot of racing going on, and people love to watch racing, so I'm understanding of that. But we're about to, when we kick off our season next year, we'll have some new guys in here and some old guys, and I think next season will be our best. off seasons are rough to navigate. So
Oh yeah.
I'm not too down about it. I mean, we still had half the field that we normally have, so I'll take that and take it in stride, and we'll move forward from here.
All right. Oh yeah, definitely so. All righty, Robbie. Man, Hillsboro 44, a top 5 here, man, in that 4 spot. Any final thoughts, shout outs, things you want to give before you go celebrate P4 and a top 4 championship contender going into next week, bud? Mike's yours.
Man, yeah. Shout out to Dave Bush. Wish he was here with us. I hope he's watching this online at least. And if not, he'll watch it later. The old bugger. But we love him to death. We shout out to him every chance we get. To my teammates, not all of them were here tonight, but man, I got some great teammates, and in Hillsboro Feed Company on my car. Chevrolet don't really have nothing to do with me, but I wear bow ties, so we do that. And thanks to my wife and children for letting me race, not running into my chair during the race. And shout out to you too, buddy, man. Appreciate you putting on these races for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I do have a car limit, but we'll get to that later on. Robbie, awesome job out here tonight. I try my best. So we'll see you all here at Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series next week at Homestead, bud, for the championship race.
Man, yeah. Have a good one, bud.
Yep, you too. All right. Well, it is official. Wow, man, we got a show next week. All right, well, let's go ahead and get down here to our official results and, of course, our winner here tonight. Official results, Isaiah Sutherland grabbing the win out here tonight at Chicagoland, locking him in next week at Homestead. Awesome job by Isaiah. Chris Path there in that second spot. Jason Adams, P3. Robbie Darnell, P4. Gary Czlapinski, P5. Tough breaks for Gary, but already locked in, so he's good to go. Philip Bridgman in 6th, Kevin DeRay 7th, Clifton Ashley in 8th, Joshua Small 9th, and Gomez grabbing a top 10 here tonight in 10th. Matthew Hunsaker in 11th, Jeff Gilmore in 12th, Cameron Smith in 13th, who did not start. But our winner here tonight is going to be Isaiah Sutherland, and I'm going to go and pull this over here. These drivers right here is our top 4. Gary, Isaiah, Jason, and Robbie for next week at Homestead. You don't want to miss it. Same time, same place, right here on MaxspeedTV. Thank you all for tuning in here tonight. 12 likes, 6 still watching. But until Homestead, folks, oh, it's going to be crazy. Thank you all, and have a good night.